Bring me the next shiny new thing. Bring me the next.
The Pickleball CHIX are obsessed with America's fastest growing sport, pickleball. Thanks for tuning in, and if you haven't already, be sure to like the video and subscribe to the show. Get ready for on and off the court hot topics, lots of laughs, cocktails and champagne with your hosts, Annie and Rebecca.
Okay.
All right. I'm Rebecca.
I'm Annie.
And
we're the Pickleball CHIX. Oh my gosh, today is a great day. Guess who we have with us today? We all love pickleball, but today we have Pickleball McNasty.
Ooh. Interesting. Hey, McNasty. We're so excited to actually have you with us, and you've got so many exciting things going on. And just to start out with all the things that you've got going on, we've got to tell about the drink of the day.
We sure do. So we have a word of the day and a drink of the day. And in your honor,
Yes.
we are going to have the pickler be our
there we
drink.
go. I love that. I love that.
Day.
Wait, here I come. Here I come.
Yes.
That's
So
great.
cheers.
11 vodka is going to be excited about that.
11 vodka. We absolutely love it. And I mean, let's face it.
This is actually delicious. Do you have the video?
Very good.
Oh, yes.
Here we go.
Delicious.
I spilled that all over myself on one of the cakes, by the way.
I love the pink ball.
Oh my gosh, we love it. That is so cool.
Yeah, there, right there. I spilled it all over myself.
So you really have, that was a lot of fun. And we all know that you're also known as the Pickleball Coach to the stars.
But I gotta just ask. So I just, not to get off the topic of the vodka, but this is a delicious drink. And we noticed that they have a ton of pickleball drinks right on the website.
Of
So how'd
course,
you get
as they
connected?
should. Well, 11 vodka is the official pickleball, the official drink of pickleball, official vodka of pickleball, rather. But yeah, I got connected with them about a year ago, and they came to me and they wanted to do a pickleball event for the Florida Breast Cancer Foundation, because they make a special pink bottleneck for Breast Cancer Month in October. So we did an event and we raised $60,000 for the Florida Breast Cancer Foundation. I went to Miami and we hosted the event at the Simpkins household. We brought in 8 pros, a bunch of my sponsors, and it turned out to be a great event. 450 people came, and after that, they decided they wanted to continue working with me, and we came out with this drink and the PR box that I'm sure you've seen online. We just did another little event in Miami, the Miami Design District, called Pickleball Jam, and we have a lot more coming. So yeah, it's been a cool little partnership, and that's been fun.
How exciting.
Well, Annie loves it. I love it as well, but Annie connects with this vodka 150%.
Oh my gosh, yes. And cheers to all the money that you raised. That's wonderful. And
Thanks.
you know, that's wonderful. Thank you so much. And how exciting to be a part of 11 vodka.
And we have to still. Oh, what did he say?
One more time.
Oh no, I said it's been great. What were you saying?
Let's all yell at the same time. No, I was going to say we haven't even said our word of the day, because when we say our word of the day, which today it's pickle, we will drink. And if you're at home and you have not made the pickler drink yet, which we will have in our show notes, so you'll be able to do that, select something that you love yourself. So every time we say the word of the day, pickle.
Yes.
Please drink and join us.
Please drink and join us. And if you are in Florida, you can purchase 11 vodka in Florida. If you're in Minnesota, you must order it. And they will deliver it to you.
Annie was on it. She's always on it. She had that vodka here.
You know, I do have to say real quick, I taste the notes of vanilla bean in this. It's very delicious. I really love it.
It's good.
I love it. So
It's good.
Yeah, so thanks again, and thanks for everything you do for this fabulous sport of pickleball. You really have a lot of exciting things going on.
But now I
Yeah.
just have to say one thing. I too am an Entourage fan.
Oh.
So now I want to know, you've gotten the whole gang from Entourage on the pickleball court.
Have I gotten the whole gang on? No, I've only gotten personally Doug Ellen on the court. Obviously, he's very good, probably a 5-0 type guy, and we play all the time. He's been a great ambassador for the sport before it was cool. And I want to get Turtle and Drama and all the guys on court. I met Kevin Connolly, Kevin Dillon, Emmanuel Shrieky at Doug's podcast studio, so that was kind of a bucket list moment for me to meet them, but I have not gotten them on the court. Neither has he. So we have some work to do in getting back together. But I heard there may be a reboot on the horizon for Entourage. So if that's the case, I'm sure there'll be pickleball in some episodes, and hopefully I can star in something.
Okay, well, that would be perfect. Yes.
That would be so cool.
That would be awesome. So then is that how you kind of got your connection with Mark Wahlberg and Municipal?
No, that was a little bit random. I mean, I actually met Mark Wahlberg very briefly. He wouldn't have remembered a couple years ago when I was coaching college tennis. All Americans was held here in California at the Riviera Country Club in Pacific Palisades. So when I was driving in with my Oklahoma State team, I almost ran him over actually with the minivan. He was in a golf cart. He's like, slow down. And then I noticed it was him. My team noticed it was him. He got out of the car. We took pictures, and I knew he was a member at the Riv. When I started working at the Riv, obviously I reached out to Municipal. There was that connection. I've always liked Wahlberg and been a fan of his, and I love the clothes as well, and the fit and feel of it. It kind of matched my vibe, and after a while, Municipal started sending me some stuff. They saw my value in the pickleball world, and I actually bumped into Mark while I was wearing a Municipal hoodie at the Riv, and we reconnected. And he took a video, put it on his Instagram, saying I ran into the Pickleball King, and a year or so later, now I signed with them officially to be a brand partner about a month ago. So it's been a good partnership. They donated 50 more hoodies to be in that PR box with 11 vodka. They've done a lot of events with me as well. So I'm a Wahlberg fan. I'm a Municipal fan, and it's been a good run so far.
Oh my gosh. Cheers. We've said pickle at least 20 times.
At least 40 times. You guys should be drunk by now.
Yeah,
I know.
This is one for you, McNasty, right here.
Okay,
I mean, there should be at least 4 drinks there in front of you apiece.
So we just have to ask, how did you get your name, your nickname?
Yeah, McNasty. Most people say I'm McNasee. I'm not that mean of a guy. But,
that's what we're thinking.
My last name is Manasse, which obviously is not that far off from McNasty. And I had a coach in high school, Christian Callis, a tennis coach, who would call me McNasty. He'd make me run sprints around the place, and it kind of stuck. And when I was in college coaching, I would go to different towns across the country, and I was bored in the morning on the way to the gym, and I'd be like, all right, this is Lubbock McNasty. I kind of was trying to be like Mark Wahlberg, where he goes to the gym early mornings. And when I got into pickleball, the first draw that I was able to sign up for, I saw there were nicknames, the Flying Unicorn and Johnny Pickleball and all these nicknames on the draw, which was so different than tennis, where you had to just use your name. And I was like, that's kind of fun and cool. And I was like, here's a chance to be Pickleball McNasty. I didn't think anything of it. I didn't think it would turn into any type of brand, but it's catchy, and I guess maybe since I'm nice, it kind of works.
Well, you actually might need some glasses for your drinks, and one will say McNasty and one will say McNice.
Ooh,
we might be onto something.
Now that's pretty fun, but it is true. We heard about McNasty before we knew what McNasty was, and we're like, well, what is McNasty? Like, is it a move? Is it a pickleball move on the court? Like, what's
It could
McNasty?
be. I mean, McNasty is a movement. It's a brand. It's a cultural
It's a vibe.
phenomenon. It's knowing what pickleball is and what it will become. And wow, I'm waiting for my car to get finished, and I just saw a lady absolutely drive over something over there. So that was interesting. That was McNasty. Maybe that's McNasty's.
That's
maybe
McNasty.
You could even turn that camera right there when the police show up.
Exactly. She
gosh.
just kept going too. That's a typical
I'm not
Pacific
surprised.
Palisades move.
Oh my gosh. You said something that I think is really great. What pickleball will become. I mean, it really, the growth of pickleball is fascinating. The joy, the thrill. So many people, you play once and you're hooked.
Right.
As far, it's just so cool. I mean,
Yeah.
we are. But as far as the future goes, what do you see happening with pickleball?
Yeah. I mean, I think the great thing, when I got into pickleball 3 years ago, there was 4.9 million people playing were the report that picked up a paddle. The pro leagues were just starting. Major League Pickleball wasn't even a thing yet. The first PPA event happened that year when I got into it. APP was around, but didn't have that much momentum. You fast forward 3 years, and there's 30 plus million people that have picked up a paddle last year. The PPA just announced the deal with ESPN. APP has had deals with ESPN, CBS. Major League Pickleball, has every single celebrity in the sport, and you really can't go far without anyone talking about the sport or seeing it in a movie or article, something like that. So there's already been tremendous growth. I think on the recreational side, you're going to continue to see tremendous growth because it's such a fun sport. You're in close proximity to each other. It's social. The barrier to entry is lower, and it's just something that you can't ignore, and it is just so much fun, no matter what level you're playing. From the professional side, I mean, I think they have to do a little better job of making it entertaining to watch, making sure the commentary is right. I do commentary as well, so I have to up my own game and making sure that I'm delivering a good product out there. So yeah, I mean, I think there's a lot of work to do by everyone in pickleball to make sure the sport continues to grow, that it continues to have a community feel and that accepting feel no matter where you go. It shouldn't be like tennis in some cases where people feel left out or it's too elitist or whatever that may be. I think pickleball is so far from that. So as long as we can maintain that and have fun with it, then I think pickleball is going in a great direction.
So where you brought up your commentary, where do you see yourself with all the commentary stuff going on? What's your goal? Where do you want to land?
Yeah, I love. I was just talking about this today. I do love analyst work, but it's not my favorite. I'd rather be, in front of the camera and have my decent teeth be out there and whatever. But no, I love live events. I love hosting and emceeing. That's been fun. I mean, I think I've positioned myself as, an authority, one of the major ambassadors of the sport. Not to talk about myself, but the fact that I can play professionally, that I can coach at every single level, that I'm kind of on the cultural side of it with the celebrities as well, puts myself in a position to be that authority in the sport. So I want to continue doing that in every aspect. I want to grow the game from the amateur level because I think that's very important by creating more amateur events and branded events, corporate clinics, all that stuff. But yeah, I'm just excited to see what opportunities are out there and continue putting smiles on people's faces when they're out on a pickleball court. I think that's a great thing.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. You know what, McNice?
Oh my God, she just called you McNice.
I will say you really are. You have a kind soul. It's very evident. And your vibe, you're fun. You're all about everything that we all love about pickleball.
Right.
Pickleball. Another drink then.
Here we go.
Oh, McNice. Oh, you mean a sip. I think we're going to create a McNice drink, and we'll send it over to you
too.
and
Please.
to 11 Vodka.
Yeah.
Please.
So, Matt McNice, So now we know you haven't even really talked about, because you're such a nice guy, you haven't even talked about all the celebs that you've played with and coached and worked with and all that jazz. So we love to hear the fun stories. So is there one story of all the celebs that you have coached and dealt with and played with, et cetera, what's your number one story that sticks out to you?
My number one story that I'm allowed to tell.
And we're gonna get it.
Yes.
I don't know. You know, it's a surreal feeling because as cool as you want to be around some of these, you know, celebrities, obviously they're normal people. You definitely become friends with these people at the end of the day, but at the same time, you were fans of them way before, and sometimes you still are, and you still respect what they've done and who they are. So, I mean, the coolest thing for me is you know, seeing Matthew Perry, hearing his stories of getting through addiction, coming out on the other side right now, falling in love with pickleball, having that be his new addiction, and developing a real friendship there with him. You know, I spent the Super Bowl with him this year at his place, which was really cool. We had a small group, and to me, that, you know, I grew up watching Friends, and you know, you would never think that you're gonna become friends with one of the friends, and but at the end of the day, he's a great guy, giving guy, a nice guy, and just a normal dude. You know, like he likes to have fun and crack a joke, and loves to play pickleball. So,
And that really says a lot about you.
Great.
That's cool.
Yeah. That says a lot about your style, your personality, your cool vibe that people are, you know, attracted to, where they want to bring you in and not only be your coach, but then bring you in closer into their group.
Oh, I just thought of another new name.
What?
McNice the Magnet. The magnet for pickleball.
Pickle.
I'll take it.
Oh,
I'll take
pickle. Pickle. I did that on purpose. But actually, I do mean that.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, you are very impressive. You're very entrepreneurial. You have really made a cool space for yourself in pickleball.
And we haven't even talked about the kitchen.
Oh, Jared!
Woo!
Shout out to Jared!
Have you had Jared on?
We've chatted with him and done little snippets with him.
Okay.
And so we should have had him on when he was on.
Oh, that would have been fun. We've had him on our Instagram, but we have not had him on our podcast.
Yeah.
We wanted to get to know McNasty
first.
I love that.
So how did you guys get connected for the kitchen? How did that all come to be?
Yeah, so just through the channels of pickleball, and I think at the beginning, the kitchen and Jared, you know, now it's Jason Aspis, Dana Iliff as well. They were reaching out to a lot of different pros and people that were influential in the space to get a pulse on the sport and see what they could do, and we connected. And for a while, we were doing a lot of work together. You know, we both helped each other's brands and are still close friends. We're actually, you know, not exclusive partners anymore, but still very close friends. And you know, I think everyone in this space that is promoting the sport and is doing right by people, you know, all what's the saying? High tide raises all ships. You know, that's what everyone in this space is doing, and the kitchen's doing a great job of promoting the sport, promoting the players, I'm grateful that I connected with them, and I think we both helped each other.
That's really cool.
Agreed. And he is fun. He's funny.
Yeah, he is. He absolutely. And speaking of crushing it, tell us about Crush Yard.
Yeah, Crush Yard. Sorry, there's now someone pouring cement behind me, so that's another.
This is fun. This is fun.
Yeah, Crush Yard is a pickleball restaurant and club. So we're starting in Charleston in about 2 months. In June, we'll open our first location in Mount Pleasant. It is a pickleball restaurant club. We're repurposing existing big box stores and turning them into these restaurants. There's a great executive team. It's going to be really good food, really good beer. There's 56 taps, I believe. Self-pouring tap system of beer, wine, and mixed drinks. We'll have 8 courts. We'll have 42 flat screen TVs. 510 seats. It'll actually be the largest restaurant in Charleston. So yeah, I'll be in Charleston about 2 months this year, and I'm the chief ambassador, and I've brought some cool people into the fold like Golden Tate and others, and it's gonna be a blast. Look, I like playing pickleball. I like having a good beer, good food, and just being around friends that love pickleball. So for me, it's gonna be a really, really easy sell to come there, and I can't wait. It's delayed a little bit, which is annoying because I want to get to Charleston and play pickleball.
Yes. When is it anticipated to open?
Yeah, right now I'm guessing July. We had a June date, but just to be conservative, I'm thinking mid-July will be our grand opening, which should be really exciting. The founder, David Hack, is actually in California right now. We had a good week of meetings with a bunch of potential investors, and then franchisees. We're trying to bring one to LA as we speak. The next locations will be in Orlando, I believe Jacksonville, Wellington, Florida, potentially Miami, Greenville, South Carolina, Nashville. So once we get this first one up and running, we're gonna continue kind of to hit the ground running fast and get another equity raise and go.
Oh, that's
Wow. We
That's
should
exciting.
really go to the grand opening and do our podcast from there.
Oh,
I
yes.
think you have to. There's no choice.
I know. Hey, which makes me think, what has been playing pickleball at different locations, et cetera, what has been your favorite pickleball court that you've ever been at?
Ooh, good question.
I know.
My favorite court. Okay, so that's an easy one because I was invited about, I don't know, was it 2 years ago now, to Kennebunkport, Maine, to Walker's Point, to the Bush Estate, and
Wow.
they have 2 courts right on the water at their estate, and the fact that there's a former president there and some other pretty cool people, that pretty much makes it the coolest court I've ever played on.
Okay, that's super cool.
That is super cool. And you know what? You're super cool. You are super cool. And Rebecca always likes to ask just a few quick questions.
Yes,
And
I
then,
do.
yes, so
I do.
let's go.
I do.
Let's go.
Okay, so if you could play with anyone as your doubles partner, guy, girl,
Yep.
whatever, and it's going to be social play, so it's not to win the gold medal, who would it be and why?
Madeline Klein from the Outer Banks because she's hot and I'd like to go on a date with her.
Oh, speaking of, that was a good answer. Did you say pickle? Because we're going to cheer.
I did.
Okay.
That was a
Rebecca.
good one. Okay, Chipotle or Starbucks?
Chipotle.
Saturday or Sunday?
Sunday.
Oh, interesting. Indoor or outdoor pickleball?
It's a good one. Indoor.
Ooh.
And
Because
singles?
because Crush Yard's going to be all indoor. And, so I gotta promote that.
I love it. I agree. Indoor all the way.
Oh,
Okay,
gosh.
singles or doubles?
Singles or doubles? Definitely doubles. To me, that's what makes pickleball so fun. The strategy, the cat and mouse. There's way more different shots that you have to worry about. Such small spots that you have to find to move your opponents and to figure out and problem solve. That's what pickleball is really all about. And communication and singles obviously is crazy. Physical. The toll it takes on your body is insane, and there is a lot of fun to that, and it's a great training tool. But doubles all the way.
Doubles all the way. Okay, so the last question is always happy hour or brunch?
Ooh, that's a good one. Because you can have drinks at brunch. You can have drinks at brunch too.
Everybody
go-
seems to get that one.
I'll go happy hour because you're not starting too late. Happy hour, you're starting early, and I'm 35 this month, so I don't like staying out too late. So if I could start early and do bed early, that's a good thing.
You know what's so cool about that? You can now visit us in Marco Island next year because Marco Island has Marco Midnight. It's 9
o'clock
p.m.
I love it. I love it.
Oh my gosh. You've been such a fabulous guest. We appreciate getting to know you better, and
too.
it's going to be a lot of fun to see the waves and the movements that you really are bringing into the pickleball space.
Yes. And we will see you. Just keep us updated on the grand opening date, and we'll get there.
Awesome.
You're a super
Thank
cool
you guys. I
guy.
appreciate it.
Yes.
Cheers to you.
And cheers to the weekend.
Cheers to the weekend. Thank
McNice.
you.
Yeah, catch you later, Mr. McNice.
Thank you, Matt.
A very special thank you to all of the fabulous ladies who played in our Pickleball CHIX Spring Soiree, Sipping Pretty Ladies event at Mega Pickle and Pon on May 13th. We hope you enjoyed a wonderful time playing pickleball and experienced all of the fabulous products to help you warm up, recover, hydrate, and stay nourished in our CHIX lounge. Visit our website at pickleballchicks.com and join the CHIX team to stay up to date on future events, cool pickleball experiences, and the latest happenings on the pickleball scene. And of course, fabulous products and services to enjoy your best life on and off the court. Join us in thanking our sensational official sponsors, CHIX lounge sponsors and gifting sponsors. You made the day so special. We love bringing the best products and services to our audience, showcasing them on our podcast, and sharing them in our exclusive CHIX Lounge featured at the events we host. We hope you will check out each of the sponsors and take advantage of the discount codes and offers they have so generously shared. See the show notes or send us a message to learn more about the promotions available. Thanks so much for joining the CHIX and our guest, Pickleball McNasty, the Pickleball Coach to the stars, or as the CHIX called him, Pickleball McNice. We want you to comment on your favorite topic from the show today. And if you would like to be on one of our episodes or have ideas for our show, email us directly at dink@pickleballchicks.com. Watch us on YouTube, where you will find all 13 podcast episodes at Pickleball Chicks with an X. Or of course, listen to us on Apple or any podcast platform. Thanks for subscribing and sharing the CHIX with your friends. Have a great time